Good evening. A £700 million plan to transform Middlesbrough has been launched with the aim of attracting investment and employment. The plan is to create 5,000 jobs and involves redeveloping large parts of the town. It comes as more details emerged about proposals to build 2 new bridges across the Tees. Greggy Steele reports.
Middlesbrough boasts it built the world with its iron and steel. Gladstone called it an infant Hercules. But that's the past. Today came a bold new attempt to get investors to spend £700 million on making this town great again. It's a project winning support from the man many call Mr Middlesbrough, Borough Chairman Steve Gibson.
This is a very bold and brave initiative by Middlesbrough Council, and we have seen local authorities in the past being very reserved, very risk adverse, and I think that this is a real change in culture.
Things are already starting to happen. Plans for this new snow activity centre at Middlehaven are moving towards full planning permission. A developer's come forward looking to make these virtual office spaces in the town centre square a reality. And further ahead, the council wants someone to build a new media and innovation village on the site of the existing bus station. High time this place had grand ambitions, according to the man from one respected economic think tank.
Middlesbrough is a really big city, and we describe it as a city because of the number of jobs and the number of people who live here. What we do see currently is it punches below its weight. I think that's bad not only for the people who live within Middlesbrough, but within the wider Tees Valley too. I think getting this investment in place, trying to attract in those higher paid, higher skilled jobs is crucial.
But just a few short steps from the football stadium where this morning's glitzy prospectus launch was held is a sobering sight. This multi-million-pound supermarket site stands empty months after completion, after Sainsbury's decided its tills just wouldn't ring enough in this town. Isn't that site a painful reminder of the reality of just how hard it is to get people to invest big money in Middlesbrough?
No, I don't think it is. I think it's the reality of the way that the big supermarkets have gone. You know, they have built sites around the country which are empty because they've changed their mind about how their business model works. So unfortunately we have one of those here as well.
So you're confident the rest of the bold ambitions that you've set out are achievable?
Yes, because they have a proper business plan.
The aim for Middlesbrough, a future as impressive as its past. A new Herculean task for this town to try and deliver now. But if all these new jobs can be created and if all this new inward investment can be found, there's still one problem, and that's routes into Teesside. The transporter bridge behind me, built in 1911, still remains one of the main ways of getting across the river here. But today, the Tees Valley Combined Authority also announced separately that after getting some initial government funding, it's now identified 2 places where it wants to build 2 more bridges. One by the existing A19 Tees flyover and another further down across the North Bank to the South Bank. This is a project that they say not only should happen, but they think will happen.
If you look at this from London, it doesn't look that bad. But if you try and get in from any of the 5 boroughs, or even North Yorkshire or County Durham, the A19 needs a new crossing.
And how confident are you that you can make this happen?
Very confident. The money will come partly from the devolved budget, which we've already got, partly from the Department for Transport, and partly from Transport for the North.
Worth pointing out that any government that indicates possible interest in investing in new routes can change its mind at any time, as budgets can of course be subject to change. Also worth pointing out that some cynics may be looking very closely at all of these launches and remembering that it's election time. They'll be keen to make sure this isn't just electioneering, that all of this turns out to be pioneering.